Zero income tax, eh? On today's show, I'm going to correct some misinformation that's going around. Misinformation about the taxes, about the population, and about electric cars. That will dovetail into how Pierre Poilievre's plan can't possibly work. No, really, it can't possibly work, and I'll show you. And some more I told you so's. But first, if you see me with this cup, it's from Fuck Off Coffee in Aurora. Their website is gofuckoff.com, spelled go, F-O-C-O-F-F. I'm not getting paid. It's just the cup makes me happy. First up, on March 10th, according to CBC's poll tracker, there was a 4% chance that the Liberals would have a majority government, and I said the Liberals would have a majority government. People laughed at me. There is now a 62% chance that the Liberals will have a majority government, and a 2% chance that the Conservatives will have a majority government. Who would have thought? And I'm only showing you this because I'm telling you that Pierre Poilievre's plan cannot possibly work. Not only that, it will likely destroy all of our lives. You'll have to wait for the end of the video to see why. Alright, first up, some misinformation. No, the Conservatives are not eliminating income tax. Oh, I've seen the videos. No. So from the Conservative Party website, the 15% tax, it's over here, will be reduced to 12.75%, which is a 15% reduction. And fair enough, that's a better reduction than what the Liberals are promising. They've promised a 1% reduction from 15% to 14%. The difference for you will be a few $100 a year. All right, the second scare tactic that somehow the Liberals are pushing for 100 million people in Canada. No. This group, the Century Initiative, is just pointing out that 100 million people is what's likely to happen if we continue to grow at a modest rate. 100 million people by 2100, which is 75 years from now. For perspective, my videos are limited. The audience must be 18 years or older. If you're watching this video, you will likely have passed away from old age by the time that happens. If you have adult children, they will likely have passed away from old age before this happens. Just again, for perspective at how far out we're talking. That's about 60 million people over 75 years, which of course is less than 1 million people a year. So that's a growth rate, pretty much what we had pre-pandemic, like around 1% a year for the next 75 years. Do you want me to get really dark? Not only will I have passed, and potentially you have passed, not only will our adult children have passed, but if you have grandchildren, they will likely have passed from old age before this happens. It's a long way out. All right, the electric car target, because for some reason that's come up now. If you're a longtime follower, you know that I have my issues with electric cars. You know, we have to build in the infrastructure, which is a good thing, okay? But most of our roads are asphalt. The electric cars are heavier with more torque. They may destroy the roads faster. They tend to eat up tires faster. There's issues with electric cars, especially the current technology. Don't even get me started on the batteries. Now, I got more on the batteries, just hang on. Of course, this was released like over a year ago now. And the idea is to get to 100% zero-emission vehicles by 2035. It's a target. Like our 2% of GDP spending target for the military. It's a target. That's what it is. It's not a law. In my humble opinion, do I think we're going to get there? Not right now. No, it's not possible at the moment. We will absolutely, positively need to bring in Chinese vehicles to hit this target. Not only that, I've pointed out in recent videos that the battery technology for those vehicles is much more advanced than what the Western companies are producing. 1 million kilometer warranty on the batteries is becoming standard. Just think about that for a moment. The battery would be good at minimum for 1 million kilometers, which means they won't be filling up landfills. I'd also like to point out that former Environment Minister, Stephen Guilbeault, is now taking care of national parks. So do I think this is going to change? I absolutely think it's going to change. All right, famously, a couple days ago, I said that it's over. It's over for Pierre Poilievre because of this policy decision. Here's the deal. All the promises that Pierre Poilievre has is going to require more economic activity. This is going to cause significantly reduced economic activity. Oh, but we're going to build pipelines to the east and send our oil eastward. No, we're not. We can't. We need to have carbon caps in place on industry, like the oil and gas industry, to do trade with Europe. And China is being very aggressive with climate change. Everyone cites China as being a terrible polluter. That's true, but they're also leading the charge in cleaning up their act. And for this, it was just easier to use AI. China is expected to increasingly require trading partners to have some form of carbon pricing mechanisms. So this would stop us from trading with China as well. All the candidates, including Pierre, have said we need to increase trade with other countries and reduce our reliance on the United States. Unfortunately for him, this would increase our reliance on the United States. It would reduce our economic activity, and it would nullify any of the plans that he has. So straight up, this cannot exist in the same world as his other plans. So either his other plans have to go away, or this has to go away, and I'm eager to hear which one he's going to sacrifice.